three elements which are essential in a relationship to keep it as a long-lasting relationship. Right? Many of the people either get into a divorce, many of the people get into partners quarreling in a business, or many people get into parents and kids getting separated, and so many other things that actually happens today is because three elements are not discussed in the house on a consistent basis. Either in a relationship of business, or a partner relationship, or a marriage relationship, or even a parents and children relationship. These three elements are essential that you actually consider this, right? So make sure that you stay till the end and watch it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that, and click on that like button if you like this video. Let's go and get started. So this channel has been created with an intention of living a full-fledged life, right? So if you are that kind of a person where you want to live full-fledged in all the areas, because most of the time what will happen is that people either focus in career, or they focus on wealth, or they focus on their health and they mess up in relationship, or they focus really well on health, they do well in relationship but they mess up in finance, right? And that is where the problem comes, right? So this channel is dedicated in making sure that we live an abundant life, right? So in all the 7 areas of our life, right? So let's discuss about what are the three elements, right? The first important element here is the trust, right? In any relationship, what matters the most, whether it is a business relationship or a personal relationship or any type of relationship today, if you consider, it's the trust, because the trust between two human beings, right? Because people don't really understand the difference between love and relationship, because love can happen on anything. You can have love on cat, a love on a dog, love on a thing, right? Love on a mountain, love on person, right? So that is personally happening, that it is an inner experience. But a relationship needs to happen means it has to come with certain boundaries and certain expectation met between two individuals or multiple individuals, because today you cannot just say I want to have a relationship with one person only in the world. No, you got to have, like, if you want to become externally successful, you got to have lot of relationship with your team, with your employees, with your vendors, with your supplier. There are n number of relationships, and that's the reason why people get into hatredness, vengeance, anger, so many things happening, because people don't understand that the very important ingredient that keeps the relationship alive is the trust, right? And it is very, very important, whomever you value the most, so make sure that your parameter of the trust is really high with them. The second and the important one is transparency, because we are not transparent with every relationship that what we deal with, right? So it is going to be variable and in various different levels because of different circumstances and situations, right? And that's what, when the transparency is not openly communicated, that is when the problem comes. Either the problem comes because of the trust, either the problem comes because of the transparency, or the third one is because of the lack of time invested in that relationship. So today, many of the time what will happen is that both the parents get into the work and the kids are in the house, they feel that lack of attachment is not there, the investment of relationship is not there. Or either in the case of a business partnership, so one partner thinks I want to take this business in one direction, and another thinks I have to take it in another direction. Later on, when they both come together and sit to communicate, both have a different directions already. So the path has already been completely different. So that is where, so investing, I call this as 3T, right? If in relationship, so ask yourself with various different individuals, what is the trust factor, what is the transparency factor, and how much of the time that I have invested in that relationship. Without you investing in the relationship, you cannot reap out anything from that, right? It is very, very important. Today I see in our community, when we are actually having a lot of conversation, people like our students, when they succeed at something, they don't go and share it with their parents. They feel like I feel awkward, or I feel like not okay to go and share with their parents, because the type of relationship that they hold with their parents, right? Parents are not at all bothered about their kids' success or failure, right? It is very, very important to understand these three types of elements. Like, you got to understand, like, if these three elements are not there, then you cannot call that as a beautiful relationship, right? How much well, and it will not be same and equal with every individual, right? So because the kind of trust, transparency and the time you have invested with your team member is completely different than the trust, transparency and time that what you invest with the customers, and it is going to be completely different with a partner, it's a completely different with a family member. So now that is the reason why most of the people get messed up in relationship, right? So I hope that you actually got these 3 elements. So now I want to know your perspective on this, because this is not an easy subject. I know you will agree, right? So something where people actually get in messed up with is either health, because once you mess it up, it's over, right? You cannot get your lungs back, you cannot get your liver back, you cannot get your kidney back, right? And it's the same thing is true with the people. Once you lose people, you cannot get them back. But when it comes to money, you can get them back, right? If you lose money, you can get it back. If you lose your business, you can get it back, right? If you lose your career, you can try some new opportunities, right? But when it comes to this, it's very, very important we actually prioritize and give more importance to health, relationship, and also your career and business as well, right? So that's the overall idea that what I wanted to give you here. So if you like this particular video, so make sure that you share this with loved ones, and also put down what is that next topic that you want to hear out in love and relationship show. So we'd be very interested to actually do certain videos on that and discuss with you how well we do this and build this together.